that top log on the left to see if it was a pole or not when I hesitated there for a second. It had a little crook in it. This load's going to Millport, Alabama. See a log mill there. And we're not too far from it from where we're at right here. We're only about 17, 18 miles or so, I guess, from it there is all.
Okay.
So that load y'all watched me load with Danny that had 9 stems on it, had 8 big ones on it. He was actually loaded with those 8. He didn't need that 9th one on there. Get him to 88,000 there. So far, I haven't gotten one more of those trees like that size. You're only gonna see them on these jobs like this if you're down around a drain somewhere where they didn't cut it before. That's about the only time you're gonna see a tree of that magnitude like that kind of weight.
Was actually froze up. I ain't found, power, test all that, just on the plug. That thing's actually froze up, buddy.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
$10,000.
Like about 6,000 after that grab right there. It had 4 trees in it, about 1,000 pounds apiece. What you need?
I know you see it there, mate. That fellow on the other side there.
Yeah, I get it. What you like it now?
5,500.
I'm gonna pick that one up and put these 2 on there. It ought to be just right as far as the load goes. That one there rolled off. Let's see right there. I'll fix it.
I don't know, yeah, right now we probably did.
So this is a load of pine pulpwood tops. This is some of the most dreaded stuff that I load, other than some of the real bad hardwood pulpwood. But I guess day in and day out, this stuff here is probably the worst to load. It's not too bad. It just takes a lot of these stems to make a load. This will be going back to Columbus too, in International Paper Mill there, and it's outside of Columbus there, several miles. See, this in here is not wanting to load right. Try to pack it where to make it lay flat here for me. Let's see. That's a little better. So I don't have enough right here to make the load, but behind me, Kevin's got another deck right there behind me. So I'm gonna load what I've got right here and then go back to that other deck where Kevin's at and finish him up. Alright, so that's everything I got laying right here. We'll move up to this other pile up here. In between these two trucks. Right here where this one is sitting right here. Skirt right by the end of his trailer. So I want to load this stuff this afternoon so that I don't have to load it in the morning when it's real cold. Just pull on up the road and then back down there, Frank. We're getting the truck right now. So get him backed up. When you go to bind down on the back of the front bunk, on kind of on the passenger side, there's one top that's broken. It's turned crossways. A little small one. Look for it. It's kind of up. It'll be up just over your head right there, whatever. We can reach up in there and get that piece out.
Okay.
This pile here will load faster because it's stacked better than that over there that I was on. That was kind of the end of that pile, and it done kind of got messed up a little bit and out of sorts. And so I was having to kind of even pieces up, the ends of them up and everything like that, whereas this one here, just load it, just grab big wads of it and throw it on the trailer. Yeah, just stay out there for a little bit, Anthony. I got two in here with me right now. Just slide this one back.
6,000.
get him.
Hey, that's got to do it.
Sometimes these tops they lay better than other times. It just depends on the trees and the track. See how that one's all crooked? You got the limbs, stalks sticking off of it. That doesn't bother our paper mill, but it affects it the way it loads on the trailer. So it takes me, you know, you're looking at a load like this right here around 12 minutes to load one of these. So it's not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna put this one on the back. I'm gonna spin it around. No, I may put it on the front. We can't, at the paper mill, I can spin this stuff backwards if I want to. It's the only mill that we've got that I can do that with. And spinning trees around makes it loading it a lot easier for me. And I don't have no rhyme or reason as to how I load, like a front bunk or the back bunk, whether I load one or the other first, or I load them both at the same time. It just, I look at the wood, the way it's laying, and I look at what I grab in my grapple and how it's laying in my grapple. And then as I spin around, I kind of determine which bunk I'm gonna put it on, and whether I'm gonna turn it frontwards, butt first, or backwards. And so there's really no method to it there other than just looking at it how it's laying. Now this one here, I want to try to turn this one around backwards. It's laying pretty good. Go up here on the front bunk on that far side. Place it. It didn't lay as good as I wanted. There it goes. Just better. Let's see. And just think about this, every one of those trees or a top out of one of those chipping saw trees right there. Chipping saw just means that they saw what lumber that they can saw out of the piece, and then what's left of it, they chip it up for pulp, and it goes out to the paper mill in a chip form, where this load right here is going in a wood form, a log form, a round wood form. That means it's still going to take a lot. Load. Okay, let's put this on the back. about got him loaded here. He's down to about 5,000. Or should be less than 5,000 now. Fix this one here. Okay.
3,000.
3,000. Okay. He's closer than I thought he would. Probably put this one on the back and probably put the next one on the front bunk up there on my side on the front. Let's move this one. Alright, we're gonna go up on the front with this one. It'd be interesting to keep up with the number of these tops that go on the trailer and know how many of them it takes to make a load. I've never kept up with it.
At 12.
I'm not sure how many of them it would be. It's a good many though. No, right? Thank goodness. Got that one loaded. It's the last load of double bunk for the day that I'll load. Tree length pine pulpwood that I'm loading now. It's not too bad to load. It's all variable lengths, and you can turn it around backwards too if you want to put it on there backwards. It's fine. Do that going in there. Same mill going to International Paper. Mill's been there a long time too. They built that mill in the middle 80s. It opened either 1985 or 86 when it opened. And it was it's been a huge benefit for our area in Columbus because it gave a delivery point for pine pulpwood because we were beginning to get a glut of it, about to really plant a lot of it and get a lot of it growing. And so it was an opportunity for property owners to do something with pine pulpwood other than just letting it lay there and rot, because prior to that paper mill loading, the only thing you could do was cut it in the 8-foot pieces, the shortwood pieces, and haul them on a shortwood truck. And it went to a rail line somewhere, and they unloaded it there at a rail line, and then reloaded it on a rail car, took it to a paper mill somewhere else. But so that put all that 8-foot wood out of business like that. Thank goodness. Of course, we never fooled with any of it. If it was pine pulpwood, it just got left standing. It didn't get cut. And if it was a top, you just cut it off, and that was it. It just rotted. You know, there was nothing that you could do with it. It seems wasteful, but I mean, if there's not a market for it and nothing you can do with it, there's nothing that you can do with it. So I'm about to have to move to that other pile again. That's the way it goes. Get it wrapped up here. So I'm gonna put this in down on the ground and re-grab it. So I don't have it grabbed good. There we go. Now I got it. What you like in there, Anthony? This should just about get him. And you guessed it, it is a load of hardwood pulpwood. This one is going down to Aliceville, Alabama. There's a Georgia Pacific has an offloading facility there, and they unload it. They weigh it, unload the truck, and then you weigh back out empty. And then they in turn turn around and load that wood back on other trucks and truck it way on off, way down to another mill. It would be way too far for us to haul too. Get about, you're right at half loaded now. Pretty close right there. 13. Thought he might be pretty close. He ain't even close. It won't take about 3 more gravel pulls. I'll get him. Back close. That's it, boys and girls. So this whole video was filmed on Friday from, of course, inside the cab of my loader. I think we ended up with it was either 16 or 17 loads. I can't remember. And of course, we worked yesterday, which was Saturday. Saturday, we did get 17 loads there. But as you can see, there's a lot of pulpwood on these jobs right here. Produces just a good bit of it. So we'll crank up. But I don't think we got near the rain last night like what anticipated us getting, because it was a little wet this morning, but it wasn't bad. So we ought to be able to roll coming up beginning of the week. And then the end of the week, I think Friday, they're calling for rain again, but of course they may end up taking it out as the week goes. And then this coming weekend, it'd be the 6th, that Friday and that Saturday is my first chainsaw class. I got one coming up this weekend and one next weekend. So if you're interested in anything with chainsaws, I cover it all, completely cover it all. And we run the mess out of them too. So if you're interested in coming to this weekend saw class or next weekend saw class, I still have room in both of those classes. My email's right down below. Email me your phone number. I can get on the phone with you and talk to you a little bit, and we kind of go over things, because it's a lot to it. Just a lot of stuff that we do in the saw classes, from maintenance, bars, chains, filing, sharpening, the boring, felling, the whole 9 yards. So hope y'all have a great Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday. My days are messed up since we worked yesterday, but we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.